Welcome to my base reveal for the Reach server. Since it looks like either Alpha 20 is going to cause a wipe or the server might go down, I figured I better hop on here and finish this off so then if it happens then I'm good. But this is where it all started. I had found one of the highest peaks that I could in the area and I built a little tower. The original plan was I was going to go deep into the mountain and kind of make it like a bunker style inside the mountain. Then somebody decided to go ahead and mine most of the mountain off. Never did find out who that was. Looks like they removed their land claims. Like I said, no idea. But that caused me to move. But before we go and see where I moved to, let's take a look inside. Now you have to know, you see it's all boarded up. I have not actually been in here since I moved and moved my most of my stuff. So let's see what it looks like inside. Okay, so we've got a little fireplace still here, torches. I used those just for temporary storage until I built the top part of this. And then the second floor, this, like I said, everything's boarded up. This was the crafting room. Spot's not painted there because this had all my forges there. Those were windows. Workbench is still here. And chem station was there. This was where the farms were, so I could grow things. And then that's actually going up. So 1 second. Okay, that's better. Like I said, I just did that to board up the windows because I had the edge molding there. This goes up to the tower. This was a study. Had the desk and stuff in here and the fireplace. And windows. And then up to the third floor. This was all open windows too. We had some issues with some people stealing some stuff. So I went ahead and boarded everything up before I had everything moved. Okay, and this was kind of like the bedroom area. The fireplace. And this would have been opened up and you could actually see out like a little porch. Alright, well that's it for this one. I'll take you back over and we'll show you the new spot, which is a day's ride away or so. Okay, as you can see, it's still night. It did take us a little while to get here, but this is where I moved to. This was my homestead, so we built this with. I kind of thought maybe we would go down into the mountain on this one too and make kind of a bunker, so it just had this simple look. And like I said, we have some security here. So if you're not on my friends list, don't try to come, okay? Okay, so you just have some steps going up. And then the door. Open it up. We have my little crafting room here. Where I stored everything. Still have these here. Just, this was still kind of a fallback for me. Okay, and then we have this room here, which had like your chem station there. You had your cooking stations here. And then this was where my mushrooms were growing. And my bed was. Oh. I forgot to show you on the other one. Where my mushrooms grew there was actually an underground area there. But this was taking up, and I never actually finished the upstairs here. This was kind of going to be book study and everything. And where you could come out here and, you've got your crops growing. And then you could come up here. And this is just solar panels and everything. And you can kind of see. Now, if you look down, that's actually our next destination. I kind of made it covert and covered. So if you're just flying by, it just looks like trees. I kind of liked it that way. All right. Let's get down there. So even this close, it kind of is hidden behind the trees. This was my first horde base on here. Okay, now we're at ground level. You can kind of see a little bit better. This was just a simple horde base. I didn't repair from the last time we had issues. This was Lunatar Horde Night Base 1.0. This used to be open, but the last Horde Night really went bad. They actually broke through, got in, and destroyed my generator and everything, and it was a fun run around. And actually, it was when the owner of the server was actually doing a live stream. I was in here doing this too, so. Okay. Now, from here you can kind of see the final base. Which, from above, if you're flying in a gyrocopter, you can't see it. This is my bunker. So, we will show you the outside first. See, we have a little curve so they can come up here, down in there. And here we have our crops. And on each side here, that's our way down, but up top and over there are for solar panels and to power up everything. Now, this part's the Horde Night base. So, they fall down more likely. And see, that's why we have that. Is so they don't fall and hit the stairs. They'll actually just should fall all the way down. Oh, thank goodness it's morning. Okay. And this actually goes all the way to bedrock. And this is the Horde Night base section of it. Each of the doors up there are access to like the battery bank and then ports to run the wires to all of these. So we do have some guns. Those are set on all the time so that if any prying eyes tried to come down and mess when I didn't have this done, it would get rid of them. So, and then these, of course, are for zombie control. Zombies come through here. I'll get more into some of this stuff when we get in. But we have dart traps, electric fences that come through, all the way through. And I'll get into it now. As you see, there's no pressure plates. I'll show you when we get inside. But it's tripwires. Because the pressure plates, one explosion and they're gone. And then your traps are useless. So if you use tripwires, you can put them back a ways and they don't get damaged just easily. Actually, I've had mine last several Horde Nights. But that's the inside. Take you up top. Like I said, it's a long ways down there. All the way to bedrock from the main. And so far, I have not tested this for Horde Night because it wasn't ready when I did the last Horde Night there. And it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of people been on to where they're actually furthering the clock on all that much. Close that just in case. Here, I don't know why it's not showing. There's a battery. There it is. The battery bank for the turrets around here. And then we come down here. And somebody forgot to paint. And this is the garden area you saw from up above. Both sides. Okay, and then we'll keep going down. I like the openness of this, so I just put a little block there, then attached it to that. All the way down to bedrock. Actually, this doesn't go down to bedrock. This is above bedrock. I do like my bedrock bases. Okay, then you come through here. As you see, the electrical wires are still going. But the thing with that is, you may have electrical wires coming through here, but the battery bank is down here. So even for, say, someone was to destroy it somehow up top, they come down here, and we've got turrets. So they will still run off the battery bank for quite some time, and hopefully destroy anybody who gets in. Same thing with zombies, just in case they came in through the sidewall somehow. Okay, and this was the crafting room. As you see, I always like to have everything Labeled and ready to go. Love the drawers because they fit right in the walls. There's the battery bank. There's more turrets in here. Down the hallway, which you could get out the other way too. We have this door, mushrooms. That's the door back into the crafting area. This door leads to, of course, a simple bedroom. Okay, I'll show you how you get to the Horde base. Down through this door. And have it built so that if we have to, here's a fallback spot. Door there. We'll start in the front. Each of these could be fallback spots. Okay, so here's where you saw from the outside. And then each of the sides here lead to an area. See, that's how the power gets in from. Down here, these are controlled by a gas generator. And see, there's tripwires, there's electric fences. The only downside to that is with electric fences coming down like that. Actually, usually I'll dig a hole behind here so that they're ground level. Is when you get monkeys or dogs that come up right through there, they're not going to get hit by the electric fences. But other than that, it should work fine. And this side over here is pretty much the same. Double doors. This was in case I wanted to come this way with it. Double doors so that we can hold them off. And here's the other side. Close that. Close that. Okay. Now, here's our first fallback. So if they break through here somehow, then we can lift there and fight here for a little bit. This is just supplies up here while I was doing it. And then this is the second fallback. And here we have shotguns and 9mm on both sides. So I doubt they're going to make it through there. But you never know. There's the generator kind of hidden behind so it shouldn't take any blast damage or anything. And the other side's kind of the same. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could stand back here and shoot at them too, but then it'd cause them to try to attack that wall. Of course, with this many turrets, I don't know that they really could. But if they break through there, then you come back to here. And our final spot, I added some things so some of the paint's not done. Sorry about that. Is right here. And then if that goes to junk, well, then you run, I guess. All right. Glad I could have time to show you this before it got wiped or anything. Hopefully, in a later video before it gets wiped in that, I can show you an actual Horde night on this, and we'll give her a good try. All right. Thanks again for all my supporters. Thanks to my Chaos crew for supporting me on Patreon. Glad you could make it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you on the next one.